All right, today I'm going to talk to you about why it's important to have an additional layer of cyber resilience when you're moving from an on-premise solution to the cloud. So let's say you have an on-premise solution right now, and you're thinking about migrating over to Office 365 in the cloud. You're going to be migrating over a lot of different business applications, and one of those is going to be email. Now, there are billions of emails sent every day, so we can certainly say that email is a crucial business application. Now, with your on-premise environment right now, you're probably doing a couple different things with your email. So you have your Exchange, and for Exchange, you're probably clustering that. And that's to, obviously provide any failover. And then also with your on-premise environment, you are responsible for the security. And with security, you probably have a firewall, you probably have antivirus, anti-spam. So you have multiple security layers on the Exchange environment. And then also with the on-premise environment, you are going to have a archive. So you probably have a data center somewhere where you're backing up all of your emails, all of your data, and you're moving data from Exchange to that data center to keep everything running smooth and fast and not bloating your email environment. So there's an additional archive with the on-premise environment. So when you're moving over to Office 365, you're passing over all of these responsibilities to Microsoft. So let's say for Microsoft for security, let's say you buy advanced threat protection, which is the security, the additional security solution that Microsoft offers. And then, in terms of an archive, you can always download PST files. So Office 365 does not have an independent archive of your data, and the only solution to get data back if it's ever lost is to download the PST files. And then, with Office 365, in terms of backing things up and downtime, there's hardly ever any outages with Office 365, so very little downtime. So you're passing all of these responsibilities that you're doing on your on-premise environment to Office 365. So I'm going to go over a couple of reasons why it's important to have an additional cyber resilience layer even when moving to Office 365. So the first one is malicious attacks. So there are malicious attacks every day. You hear about it on the news, you read about it. So there are definitely malicious attacks all the time. So with your on-premise environment, you have multiple security layers. Like I said, you probably have a firewall, you probably have antivirus, anti-spam, you probably have security layers on top of that. And when you move over to Office 365, you just have advanced threat protection, at most. So what's the problem with that? Well, it's only one lock to pick. So Microsoft is a huge company, as we know, and they have tons of customers. So, although they're enormously successful, they're also very big. So where do you think hackers are going to spend most of their time trying to infiltrate? And that's Microsoft Office 365. So you're not getting that layered approach like you had with your on-premise environment. So that's one first reason to think about an additional cyber resilience layer when moving to the cloud. Another one is human error. So with your on-premise environment, you do have your archive. So human error happens all the time. People accidentally delete files, maybe they enter the wrong password, maybe they click on a malicious link that they shouldn't have. But with the on-premise environment, all your data is backed up. So if you were to lose your data or it was to get deleted or corrupted, you do have that data center offsite, and all of your data is backed up, so you could always recover that. Now, that's not the case with Office 365. So you could always download the PST files, if you're a 5-man shop or a smaller company. But if you're a larger organization, there's no way you can download all those PST files. So you don't really have any sort of independent backup or any redundancy there. So with the awareness. So that's another reason why it's good to have an additional cyber resilience layer when moving to Office 365. And then finally, we have technical failure. Now, with your on-premise environment, you're probably backing up all of your crucial applications. So it's true, your phones could go down, internet could go down, you could lose your power, email could go down. But with the on-premise environment, you are backing all that up. Now, what's the problem with that? It gets very, very costly. So that's kind of why you moved over to Office 365 in the first place, which hardly has any downtime. Hardly. But it does occasionally have downtime. And when there is downtime with Office 365, when there is an outage, what can you do? Nothing. You just have to wait. And that could have a very significant impact on your business. Say email is out just for a half hour or even a couple minutes. That could have a significant impact on your business. So you don't have any backup there if email was to ever go down. So moving to Office 365, yeah, your costs definitely go down because you're not having to do all that yourself, but your risks are going up. So why is it good to have an additional security layer when moving to Office 365? And that's to mitigate that risk. So when you're in the cloud, you move to the cloud, it's good to have an additional layer in the cloud that provides you an additional security layer, provides you a archive, and prevents against any downtime and gives you continuity in case Office 365 ever goes down. And that's what I wanted to talk to you about today.